Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. And I'm going to be doing a reading for December 2020 for the zodiac sign of Taurus. And I am going to first pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Let me see. Disclaimers first, though. If you are under the age of 18, you need to exit the channel. I don't do readings for anybody under that age for personal reasons, and there is full frontal nudity in some of these cards, although there's no sexual connotation, and so you can't be on this site. Let me see. The other thing I wanted to let you know is, even though we were doing it for Taurus, it's still a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. It's a smaller audience, of course, but it may or may not resonate with you. It's you know the drill. Take what resonates with you, and leave the rest. If in a week or so, or a few days, or whatever, you start thinking about this reading because things are changing, then you're more than welcome to come back to the channel and rewatch any of the videos that I've posted. The reason is this is fortune telling. So it may not resonate with you today because it hasn't happened yet. But 2 days from now, or a week from now, or whatever, a year from now, it might be, hey, wait a minute. She told me about that. Okay, so, like I said, you're more than welcome to come back and rewatch any videos. If you do like the videos, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button, and the little bell icon so that you can get notifications of any readings that I post in the future. I know you hear it over and over again, but I can't stress to you enough how much it is amazing at how fast the channel grows when you do that. Okay, so now that we've got all the law stuff out of the way, let's get down to the business. Okay, so the first card I'm going to pull is a Spirit Animal Oracle card. Okay, and I use these cards for what they are. They are oracle cards. They're very powerful messages in and of themselves. Okay, so I do that, but I also use them. I also reference them during the tarot part of the read, and it may not make sense right now, but just roll with it. Okay, and your card is Bat Spirit, and it's saying that rebirth is assured. Okay, that's a pretty powerful card. All right, the next cards I'm going to pull. Oh, I do pre-shuffle my decks as always, so you don't have to sit and listen to the 20 minutes of shuffling throughout the thing. Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, okay? And so I'm going to pull 2 of these. All right. Earth Guardian is telling you to stay rooted and grounded. All right. Which is, you're an earth sign, so that is extremely important to you. Okay. All right. And the other card is the Shapeshifter. It's telling you to transform and unveil your gifts. Okay. So, now the next cards I'm going to pull are the Celtic Tarot. They're from the Celtic Tarot deck. And it's a 5-position spread. It used to be a 5-card spread, but then it grew into 10, 12, whatever it felt like. So I just call it the 5 position, and the positions are the past, the present, the future, advice from Spirit, and the probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. So in the past, we have you being the 2 of Pentacles. This sometimes is a crossroads. This is being balanced, and but you know, you have to kind of choose a direction. I mean, it's really cold out there. He's standing barefoot in the snow. He's literally holding the wolf out at the gate. The the ships behind him are the three ships of the Three of Wands, which are the ships coming in. They're getting battered and bashed out there, but they don't sink. They haven't sunk. But there's only so long that you're going to be able to withstand that. And this was in the past position. So let's see if you, what changed to the present. What's the present like? Spirit, please. Please guide my hands. Tell me about the present. Tell me about the present for Taurus for December 2020. Okay. And here we have the Three of Wands. And I just mentioned those ships. And if you see right here, I don't know if you can see them, but there's a silhouette of those three ships. And this person is standing there watching the ships literally come in. So, I mean, obviously this is a merchant that sends ships out to, you know, exotic ports, and they're bringing back, you know, things that are very hard to find. So, if the ships actually make it in, which, you know, they most probably will, then they will, you know, he's going to make quite a profit. If you look above him, it looks like he's blessed, because the three rays of light are called Alwyn, which is basically another word for spirit. I think it's the Celtic word, but I'm not sure. Don't hold me on that one. Okay, so something on my card. Anyways, and I believe that's Saturn over there, but I'll have to look into that, because I'm sure that has some more meaning, because Saturn has some unique meanings. So that's the present. It looks like your ships are starting to come in. Okay, and your future? And the future for Taurus, December in 2020. Future. Taurus, December 2020. Spirit, please guide my hands. Okay. And this is in the future. And it's telling you to face your fears. Okay. This could be reminiscent. It's a full moon in the card, so this could be the next full moon. It could not. It may not have any significance. The fact is that you're crawling out of that lake, and you need to move forward, but you've got to go between the dog, or the wolf and the dragon, or the dog and the dragon. And the thing is I mean, that's a kind of a scary thing to do. You got to face your fears. But the fact is, they're both mesmerized by the moon. They're probably not even going to notice when you pass, but you've got to get past the two pillars. Okay? And that lake that you're coming out of is the lake. I don't remember the name of the lake, or if there ever was a name to the lake. But that is the legend of the Lady of the Lake, where King Arthur, well, the Lady of the Lake threw Excalibur to Merlin, I believe, to secure the kingdom for who turned out to be King Arthur. And that's where it was stuck in the stone, and he had to pull it out of the stone, and nobody else could. It would only be him. So, and then that's another one about facing your fears. So it's basically telling you to face your fears. All right, and that's coming to you in the, I'm going to say the near future, probably. Don't hold me to that. So we want advice from Spirit for Taurus, please. Advice from Spirit for Taurus. Okay, it's telling you to hold. It's telling you to hold on to something, which is unusual, because usually we're looking to release. Okay, there lies the dilemma. This is interesting. That's kind of a good, weird, not a weird, but an unusual change. So, and a rebirth is assured, so you have to face those fears. And here it would be being the first position. That's a crossroads as well. But it's mostly about staying balanced. You have to stay in balance, you know. And I really think that when you're coming here, your ships are coming in, okay? And it's telling you to stay rooted and grounded because nobody likes anybody that's snobby because they get rich. And then, which you may or may not. There's a difference between rich and abundance, but, you know. And then you're facing these fears, okay? And you're having to transform and shift, but which means that you have to face those fears to get to that point. And it's unusual that Spirit would be telling you to hold on to something. So let's see, especially during a transformation or a rebirth. So, Spirit, please clarify, or I'm sorry, please give me the most probable outcome. Okay, well, if you do that, the most probable outcome for you is the Nine of Shields. The Nine of Shields is somebody, this could be male or female energy. The Nine of Shields is somebody, it's called the single card. And this is somebody that is, they make their own money, they make their own rules. They're quite wealthy. In this case, like she raises falcons. She is doing quite well raising those falcons. She's extremely abundant. And that's what Spirit's telling you is if you hold on, then that is the most probable outcome for you. All right, so let's clarify some of these cards. This is an unusual reading. This is kind of cool. Let's dig and see what's going on here. All right, so Spirit, please clarify. Please clarify the Two of Shields. Please clarify the Two of Shields for Taurus for December 2020. So, we have the Nine of Swords. So, at some point, you were in mental anguish. This is something that was, you were hurt, it just, mental suffering, okay? And you were trying to balance something, okay? Let's move this down a little bit further. All right, so can we get another clarifier for the Two of Shields for Taurus, please? Okay, so either you were being sneaky or there were people around you that might not have been in your best interest or out for your best interest. But again, it can also be looking back with regret. So we're going to go through and see if the cards clarify themselves. If not, we might come back and hit that one again. Okay, so for the Three of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords. That is movement, and that's fast-paced movement. And up here you have a higher perspective. That's an eagle up there. Okay, so this is coming. So this is somebody that's charging in pretty fast, and with that eagle, they're trying to do so with a higher perspective, okay, and they want victory. So I'm going with this as you. You're charging in and you want victory. This is the victory parade. This is movement, victory. Okay. So please clarify the moon. Spirit, please. Alrighty then. They're flying everywhere. Okay. Wow. Sorry. There's absolutely no graceful way to pick these things up. Okay, so it's telling you to face your fears. They know, Spirit knows that you're working hard. You're working hard. There's something here that you are trying to create, or you want to communicate about something that you want to create. Because, you know, that's the Knight of Wands. That's also passion, love. That's a fire sign. They're creative. Okay. So that's what the future looks like. And I think that's you. So what are you holding on to? I don't know, but whatever it is, you need to kind of walk away, distance yourself from it for a little while, and go into rest and retreat mode, the hermit mode, okay? And that will help you find your way, your guiding light. You'll find your star, and you'll find your guiding light, okay? Spirit, please clarify. Okay, so you're trying to hold on to something from your past, or someone from your past. It looks like a someone. You see the butter there is the transformation. You have rebirth is assured. This one is the present. You have all these cups. It's also outside, and the children are usually, you know, well, they may not be barefoot, but they're rooted and grounded. So whatever you're trying to do, you are trying to transform. Okay? And here we have the Six of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Shields. Okay, so it's telling you that once you get to the point where you're single and you are abundant, it's all right to give money, and it's actually applauded if you're doing charitable works, but be mindful of what you're giving your money and time to, okay? Because you may be doing it wrong. You know the old adage about you bought the kid a computer, but they really needed your time? That's the card, okay? But it's also clarified by the Empress. So it looks as if this is your Empress. This is somebody that you want to be with. So I'm going to clarify. I want to clarify that. First of all, let's go back to the beginning. I want to clarify that Nine of Swords. Okay. And the Seven of Swords. So that was about the Ace of Cups. This is something that you want. This is what you want to do, is you want to give that. You want to come in, communicate, and you want victory. You have fears, but you're working on them. This is, you know, you're working really hard, and you do want this. You're willing to fight for it. You're a knight. You're the Knight of Wands. You're talented. You're creative, and you're holding on to something. So you need to go back and, you know, just reflect. We're not talking about isolation. We're not talking about being in this energy, which is mental anguish. You know, it's just rest and reflect. It's like retreat, recharge. Like Merlin would go, excuse me, into the woods and stuff. Or he would go away somewhere where he was isolated. Druids used to do that. They would go isolate themselves. And it's usually after they expended a lot of energy. And that comes into their staying rooted and grounded. And the reason is because that it is a grounding technique to be out in nature and to be alone and to walk barefoot on the earth. So keep that in mind. And you're trying to transform something and unveil your gifts. Okay, so all of that makes sense. And actually, the Six of Pentacles makes sense if you're that. And that makes sense. So it clarified itself with itself. So it's a very pertinent card. Spirit, please give me a little bit more. Okay. This is going to take a lot of strength. But you have it. You already have this strength. And I think what you're coming in for is this Nine of Pentacles. You see her as your mate, as your as the Empress. And I think that's what you're holding on to. You have somebody from your past that you're holding on to. Okay? And the Three of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, and it has something to do with mastering. This is apprenticeship. Maybe you're learning a new way to approach. I'm not sure, but whatever this is, the most probable outcome is that you're going to get your Empress. And you know, it's going to be very strong. It's a strong relationship. The relationship between the woman and the lion is powerful. They trust each other. She's holding a chain around the lion's neck. I mean, literally, if he didn't want her, if he didn't want to be near her, she wouldn't be able to hold him with that chain. So, and I think this is about your ability to transform and unveil your gifts. Okay? So, let's get a couple Archangel Oracle cards. See what we can do. The first one is to prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities, and I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay, so there's something that you need to do, and that goes back to the hard work. Okay? The hard work card. Alright, and these are gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck it's saying, all is well. Archangel Jeremiel. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Okay? So I think it's not exactly a straightforward read, but I think that you were balancing more than one person, maybe, and you were in your mind and you felt sneaky, or you were looking back with regret, but this has definitely had to do with love. And you feel like your ships are coming in. Again, you know, you want to rush in. You want victory with whoever this is. You're facing your fears. You're doing the work. And you're going to be a very creative, fiery, passionate. You're holding on. So you need to rest and, you know, kind of rest and reflect on it. That's not the rest and reflect card, but it'll do for this instance. And then, you know, like I said, this is nostalgia. This is what you're holding on to, is this nostalgia. This is this blessed time that was in your life. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. You know, that's the person, the way you perceive this person. You know, got it all. Abundant. But again, you are mastering this. And it looks like you are trying to manifest this Empress. And it's a strong relationship. It's just strong. And it's telling you all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings that you will soon understand. Okay? Alright, well, I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button, and hit the little bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I post more videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and have a great night.